Hello and a warm welcome back to the finest Norwich City podcast in the land. It's the TNC Podcast. It's Jack Reeve. It's Chris Reeve. Welcome back. You okay?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Ozan Kabak.
Yes. Bit good, isn't it?
See what I did there?
Yeah.
Looking good.
How have you been? You've had an eventful few days.
Yeah, fine. Some of you may have noticed that I've got a different pair of glasses on.
Still very stylish.
Thank you. They're my old dodgy ones from Specsavers.
Specsavers, if you're watching, we're not ruling out any brand deals.
Right, basically, to quickly tell the story to the viewers, I went to Cambridge during Bank Holiday Monday and went punting. And I thought...
Not gambling, the boating.
Yes. On a punt boat.
Yes.
With a big punting stick.
And a silly straw hat.
Yes, and a silly straw hat. Anyway, so I was told how to do it properly. For some reason, I didn't listen. Anyway, I went up to a bridge jack and I put the pole in the river and it kind of got stuck. I went too deep.
You put your pole in too far.
I put my pole in too deep.
Yeah.
And then I went to pull it out.
Yeah.
We've already gone there. How many seconds are there in this podcast? Anyway, I then got it stuck on the bridge and it literally bolted across me.
Yeah.
And I fell fully in the Cambridge River. Fully. Anyway, so I go in. And
I would have loved to have been there.
And yeah, you would have loved it. And and then basically I got out and soaking wet, and I went to do that with my glasses. As like a lot of people like to point out, I do that with my glasses.
Right.
And my glasses weren't there.
Well, so they're in the river.
So somewhere in the River Cambridge, there's a ridiculously expensive pair of Chris Reeve glasses. If you're a scuba diver, maybe you want to go and find them.
Yeah, take 50%, sell them on.
But I saw it as a key component part.
So you spent your Bank Holiday Monday in soaking wet, river-smelling clothes, not being able to see in Cambridge.
Correct.
If anyone had a worse Bank Holiday Monday, feel free to comment. But what did cheer you up, Chris, was the fact that we've signed Turkish greatest export since Turkish Delight.
Well, it's funny you should say that.
Is Turkish Delight Turkish? Probably not.
I mean, is his nick? I mean, look.
Is it Cadbury's?
What I want to know in the comment section is,
it's fries, isn't it?
People know on TalkNorwichCity we love a nickname.
Oh,
Big
God,
Bad
yeah.
Barden, the Dutch Duvet, the list goes on.
Icon.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the Dutch Duvet is the worst of the lot. It sounds like some kind of euphemism, I must say.
That's why I love it. Anyway. So, for Ozan Kabak, let us know in the comment section, nickname, are you going for the Turkish Delight or are you going for the Turkish Tank? Let us know.
Well, we haven't seen him play yet. I quite like the Turkish Delight, but equally I'm not keen on being sued by Fries.
Well, look, now Tom Tribal's not in the house, I'm quite up for a bit of TT. Which I would normally call totally Tete, but actually for the
but the TT suddenly gets very confusing because he's okay, isn't he?
Turkish Tank, Turkish Tank.
He's not okay. He's great, but he's okay because he's Ozan Kabak.
Jeez. Anyway, we've signed Ozan Kabak.
Well, we've signed bloody hell. The last time we did a TNC podcast was on. We weren't together, were we?
Do you remember when we filmed our first face-to-face podcast back after the pandemic around yours?
Yes.
And we were both sitting on your casting couch.
Yes.
And we were absolutely
sweating.
We were shitting ourselves. We were saying, not sure if we can do it. We're not making any signings. What's going on? We were also worried. And now all of a sudden, and I don't think there's a debate, Jack.
And now all of a sudden, we still have 0 points on the board.
But this is is this for you the best transfer window of your lifetime?
Well, time will tell if it was the best. In terms of intent, yes, by far. I mean,
really? Wolf, Fur, Redmond,
Hoops.
Hoops.
Well, look, that was a good transfer window.
Yeah.
Whether it was the right, well, it certainly wasn't the right transfer window. That showed intent.
Yeah.
This time around, it feels like the calibre of player that we're signing has gone up a notch. Ozan Kabak was playing Champions League football last season. Yeah. Matthias Norman's European football. Milo Rashica was playing Europa League. All of them playing for their respective countries. I mean, let's speak firstly about Matthias Norman because he was if we're going in chronological order, he happened first. We were both at the game on Saturday against Leicester. We lost 2-1. We'll get onto the analysis of that later. But the glaringly obvious thing was we don't have a CDM. We're trying to play Billy Gilmore there, but it's clearly not working. And if we want to progress in this system, we need a CDM. 24 hours later, Matthias Norman, who, by the way, good eye candy as well. I mean, some of them Instagram photos, I'm thinking, wow, they're pretty raunchy.
Are they getting you going?
Well, in a way, yeah. I'm thinking, my goodness, this man is chiseled.
A key part of that Leicester game.
Yeah.
And I was saying this, poor old Gibbo, aka The Rock, he's got the ball, he's bringing it out from the back.
Oh, mate.
And he's got his head up, as Gibbo does. He's got his head up, he's looking for options. That's why I love Ben Gibson. He's not a sideways merchant. He's trying to be proactive. He's trying to actually play that killer ball to get it into the midfield as soon as possible. The heart of the midfield, not just outside ways to his left or right back. Anyway, she's getting his head up, Jack. So there was no options.
Oh, it was doing my head in.
And I think the reality is that, I mean, I love them all individually. Billy, PLM, McLean. I love them all individually. I'm not sure I don't know, maybe we're judging this too soon, Jack.
No, I think you're right. I don't think as a unit that works.
They just floated too much.
Yeah. I think the issue Gibson had with and I agree, I was tearing my hair out. He was used to having Ollie skip in front of him, who dropped deep. But as well as dropping deep, he progressed the ball forward beautifully, and he's doing that well for Tottenham. Gilmour is clearly a very talented midfielder, as is Leigh-Malou and also McLean. None of them seemed willing or able to drop deep to collect the ball. And what was then happening, not so much in the second half, but certainly in the first half, was we were just lumping these hopeless balls forward, or hopeful balls forward, for Pookie to chase and end up not winning.
Which is never going to work.
And it's never going to work. And if you keep on giving the ball back to the opposition at this level, they are going to punish you. And they did on 2 occasions.
Yeah.
And I think the second goal was... The first goal was we're kind of getting on to the analysis, but it plays into why we need Norman so much. The first goal was...
Cracking Barnet, by the way, for Norman. Matthias Norman. Hell of a Barnet.
Yeah. I mean, Mario Vrancic-esque, and he turned out all right.
Yeah, well, he's taken that mantle, isn't he?
Yeah. First goal, Williams' mistake. I must admit, didn't look as much of an error watching it back. Looked a bit of a howler at the ground, watched it back. Just caught in possession.
Was the ball pumped into him too hard, maybe?
And he tried to play out, and that's what Farke would have wanted. It was just a bit naive. The second goal, however, unforgivable. Players out of position, Gilmour not strong enough. I don't know where Brandon Williams is. He's in bloody Morrison's doing his weekly shop, and Albrighton pops in and puts it away. Not good enough. The first one is kind of forgivable, the second one, not having it.
But and I guess what made me frustrated personally, Jack, and perhaps yourself and maybe the viewers watching, what made that game so frustrating to lose is that I felt like we had enough attacking spells where we were causing Leicester problems. All right, we weren't really knocking on the door, but we were getting near to the door.
Yeah.
This sounds a bit pathetic.
We were ringing the doorbell.
And
no one was answering.
Yeah. And that's the frustrating thing. When no one answers the doorbell...
You've got to take the parcel back to the sorting office.
Absolutely.
And then you get hit with the
And who knows? Absolutely. Nightmare.
Anyway, Matthias Norman through the door, out of 10. How happy?
11. Buzzing.
Wow.
Buzzing. Do you know why I'm buzzing? And you know me, Jack. I'm a huge fan of passion.
Yes,
I am.
You are.
And the guy just... Look, I wouldn't want to meet him down a dark alley.
No.
He scares me.
Or would you? Because
tattoo sleeves and both. I'm judging him by his appearance, by the way. But I'm saying it in a respectful way.
In a positive manner.
I mean, he scares me. And I want to scare the opposition.
Okay.
So that's good. I like the fact that people are saying he's aggressive. I like the fact that he said himself, I'm a tackler.
Yeah.
And that seriously gets me going.
Yeah. He identifies as a tackler. Which is great. I'll play devil's advocate here. Are there any reservations the fact that he's coming from the Russian division that's probably weak?
Couldn't care any less, because if he's aggressive and he's a tackler, and Webber and Farke and the recruitment team have brought him in, I think we found a new diamond in the rough, Jack.
The quotes from Webber were promising. I think he said so, or it might not have been a direct quote from him, but the reports I was reading was saying that they were the only one they wanted. There were no other options in that area. It was him or no one, and they managed to get Matthias Norman.
Brilliant.
So that's great.
Good.
The other one, is really exciting. This is the statement of intent.
Is it? Do you think is this the signing you're most excited about?
Kenny Corker from Southend. Ozan Kabak.
Hey, let's not be disrespectful to Kenny Corker, by the way.
I genuinely didn't know who he was until you sent me a list of completed transfers. That one is
absolute corker.
Can you remember signing a man called Kenny Corker?
Of course I can, Jack.
Anyway, Ozan Kabak.
Yes.
Talk to me.
So much interest. I feel like... Do you know what? I was saying this on BBC Radio Norfolk with Rob Butler last week. I think we should all take a moment now and I know that we've not done anything yet, but that's maybe the reason why I just want to take a moment to be grateful for this. And take away Ozan, take away Matthias, take away the big money for Norwich signings, even the loan signings, Brandon Williams, Billy Gilmore. You don't make those signings unless you've done what we've done in the last 2-3 seasons under Daniel Farker, and that's why I'm just taking a moment to be like, bloody hell, we've come far. Like Ozan Kabak was playing Premier League football for Liverpool last season.
Champions League football.
Last season.
Yeah.
Jurgen Klopp is praising the guy. And that is just... It really gets me going. And I've got so much interest in it. I love it. I love what it looks like on paper. I love that it's going to put pressure on Hanley and Gibbo to perform better. I just think it's perfect.
And
he scares me as well.
Kabak.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Who do you drop, Gibson or Hanley?
I hate this question.
Yeah, but it's a question that you've got to answer, I'm afraid. This is why you're paid the big bucks.
Mate, I don't know. I
you're
can't,
avoiding the question.
No. I genuinely can't decide. Do you know what? And I'm going to give you a politician's answer here. You could say the same for Joshy Sargent. You could say the same for Zolis. And in light of how those two have been bedded in, I don't really think we can talk about dropping a player yet. And actually, I'd rather give it the spin that I have, which is that I feel like bringing in Ozan is going to put a really healthy pressure on Hanley and Gibbo to up their game more, because Ozan's knocking on the door. And tell you what, the last person I want knocking on my door is Ozan Kabak.
Ozan's knocking on the door. Ozan's ringing the bell.
That's not the song. Yes, so I'm going to avoid your question. I don't know.
Or do you play them all? Play 5 at the back?
Do you play all 3 of those big boys?
That's a scary thought, isn't it? All 3. There's a lot of aggression in there.
The Great Wall of Norfolk.
The Great Wall of Norfolk.
Well, it would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be.
You're not getting past that.
Yeah.
I say just put them on the goal line. They're all built like brick shithouses, aren't they?
Yeah.
The only Ozan Gibbo.
Yeah.
The Dutch duvet to kind of,
The only negative of this whole transfer, I felt rather down last night. And I'll tell you why. Logged onto Twitter, and once again...
You hadn't fallen into a river, it's alright for you.
Once again, log onto Twitter, feeling quite good about myself. And I see you flirting with an Italian journalist. What's going on? What's going on with you and Fabrizio?
Me and Fab are like that.
Big Fab.
Yeah, it's fine. Like,
Does he love Norwich?
Fabrizio is a Norwich fan. He may as well wear yellow and green on his Twitch stream.
Yeah.
He may as well.
Did you watch any of that today?
No.
Really good.
Yeah,
just him sitting on a sofa, and there's something about the Italian accent that really
gets you going.
Passionate. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Me and Fab talk. It's cool.
Good. And the chant.
Yes. Oh, yes, the chant. So, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, can we start before we do the Ozan chant? A lot of you would have seen on our social media accounts last week that we decided to try and get a Christos Zolis chant.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, that's the thing. It was like Marmite, wasn't it? Some people absolutely loved it. Some people absolutely hated it, and we got berated for crediting the cover artist rather than the original.
Yes.
In all honesty, the original is shite. That's why we use the scooter version, guys. And have a go. If you want to make up a song, make up a song. It's fine. And by the way, it wasn't our idea either, can I just say?
We just nicked it.
It was provided to us
chant,
to push.
Oh, Christos Solis, when the Celtic fans did it for Scott Sinclair, unbelievable.
But that's the thing, people haven't watched the Scott Sinclair Celtic version. They're just
So
making
good.
a judgment based on the fact that it's Scooter. Fine, whatever. Anyway, I don't care. We're trying to get new songs going, and I'm all for it. And put them in the comment section.
The only
below.
problem is I can't remember them all.
Yeah, well, mate, it's because you've had a year out of the game, haven't you?
What, of chanting?
Well, you don't chant at the best
I chant
of
at
times.
home.
I chant in the shower. I chant on client calls. I chant in front of you.
My hearing has been becoming an issue recently.
Because
of you. And solely you. I stand and I'm tempted to move my seat because you are directly behind me and all I get is the most raucous noises in my eardrums.
Mate,
and sometimes I just need a moment of silence to understand what I'm watching in front of me. When Jamie Vardy bangs one in the top corner after 10 minutes, I don't want you in my ear.
No, well, I tell you what, if you don't want that, go and sit with the Bovril boys.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm very close to.
Yeah, good. Yeah, well, you know what? Good. Because I want someone with me that's actually going to sing.
You are on your own.
But I don't care. Well, someone's got to start the chants.
It's great. I love it.
You've got to go for it. Anyway, the Ozan Kabak song, ladies and gents. Hang on. Wait. I must start by saying that the lyrics were provided by Totally Tete, the man himself. Go and follow him on.
And also, I'm just going to say, Liverpool fans get a lot of stick, but they get the chants right.
Anyway, so what we've decided is we're going to rob it. We're robbing the song.
Okay.
By the way, who made it up? Was it the Anfield Rap? Was it Redmen?
Well, it was a band called the Ragged Muffins.
Pardon?
The Ragged Muffins, and I think it's the Ragged Muffins. Ragged Muffins. Yeah, I'm fairly sure.
That's verging on 18 plus.
Anyway, these are a Scouse band who I think release original music. Let me just I'm fairly sure it is. But they also do like the fan zones. Yeah, it's the Ragged Muffins.
Okay.
Should be the Rafa Muffins, and then they've got Rafa Benitez.
Well, not anymore because he's
got
never told.
Anyway, they are a band who do football chants, and they've made one when he was at Liverpool, and it was really catchy. But TT has remixed it.
Yeah, right. So here we go, people. This is it. Okay. He's Ozan Kabak. Ozan Kabak turns defence to attack when he plays centre back at Carrow Road. No,
I think you get quicker then, don't you?
Oh, are we going for it?
Well, you are.
Oh, mate, you go for it then. Go on.
No, it's fine. You do it.
Anyway, there's a song.
Anyway, that makes me want to throw plates at walls.
He's Ozan Kabak. Ozan Kabak turns defence to attack when he plays centre back at Carrow Road.
There's a couple just walking past, looking incredibly worried at what they were watching.
Someone's walking their dog and I'm belching out Ozan Kabak. It's a good chant.
It's a good chant, and I imagine we are going to be dining in a relatively classy restaurant come the end of the season. Really nice red wine. We've just finished. We've survived in the Premier League, and we're just going to start
Turkish dancing,
giving it large.
He's Ozan,
Do you think it's going to be any good then?
I tell you what, Ozan Kabak. He absolutely smells, whiffs, reeks, pongs, hums, stinks of a shirt off and a heart pan. Just he's pounding the badge. You back it. Okay, Arsenal away. 88th minute. Ozan Kabak comes. Of course he does. Turns defence to attack.
Yeah.
He comes on the attack.
Yeah.
Absolutely smashes one into the bottom left-hand corner. Runs over to Norwich fans. You know what he's doing. He's absolutely pounding the badge.
You know what I think it is before the pounding of the badge?
I reckon he might rip the shirt in half, actually.
100% a knee slide.
Do you reckon?
Oh, mate.
No, I don't see him as a knee slide guy.
I do. Knee slide, then into badge punching.
No, I think he's badge punch straight away, and I think he's gonna rip the t-shirt. Speaking of which, do you like my t-shirt?
It's exceptional. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. What does it say?
It says, "I love that from you." And mate,
have you worn it in public yet?
No, this is the first time I'm wearing my "I love that from you" t-shirt.
It actually looks good.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think? Let us know in the comment section what you think. I'm wearing it today because I want the people to... and by the way, this isn't the design.
No.
But is there an appetite for an I Love That From You TNC merch drop? Let us know in the comments.
And if we do, we'll give the proceeds to charity or something.
100%. I love that from you.
We could start the I Love That From You Foundation.
I love that from you.
Well, all money from I Love That From You proceeds go into that pot and we do good things with it.
Like
buying beer.
Like buying Lakens. No, yeah, great. Let us know.
Yeah.
Ozan Kabak, buzzing.
Lakens 20% off in the description.
Can I just say, I'm so sorry to people that are trying to listen to a podcast today because we're just all over the place, aren't we?
Yeah, but good.
I love that from you.
Yeah, but good. Leicester.
Yes.
That wasn't an I Love That From You. That was an I absolutely despise that from you.
I think I will put that on the shelf as the first shoulda of the season.
Yeah.
And I really, really hope that we don't regret... Well, we will regret it. We're already regretting it. You don't get a chance to play a top 6 team that's that off colour.
Oh.
Talk to any Leicester fan with their head
They were
screwed
so
on.
poor.
And they will say... Leicester Fan TV boys were saying, Revo, we were shy.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't beat us. So that's why it's frustrating for me, Jack.
The annoying thing is, I think every other team in the Premier League, barring us, gets something from that game. I really do.
Oh, that's a bit negative.
No, I don't.
Oh, come
no,
off
I don't
it.
think
Oh,
it
no,
is
bugger
negative.
off.
I don't think it is. You've already added it to the coulda shelf.
Shoulda shelf.
Woulda.
How many like?
Mate, I don't
Right,
think
look,
that's
it was
negative. How can you call that negative when we lost 3 straight games?
Look, I know. I just. Anyway, it was disappointing, but
I don't want you glossing over this.
no, I'm gonna gloss it. You can polish a turd. You can't polish diarrhea like Ipswich Town Football Club, but you can polish a turd, which was the Leicester result. And my point is, you play Liverpool, you play Man City, you play Champions League chasing Leicester. I want points, demand points from the Arsenal away game.
Are they not Champions League chasing?
Mate, they're championship chasing.
They are horrendous, aren't they? We'll get on to that.
Yeah, we will. Anyway, Leicester. Should we watch the highlights back, Jack?
Yeah, go on then. I mean,
well, come on.
it's not going to provide much fun.
No, of course it's not.
But no one's here for fun, are they?
I think what we want to make a point of, right? So here, for the people that well, no one can see what we're looking at here.
Brilliant.
Brandon Williams.
Absolutely brilliant.
Brandon Williams is back to goal.
Yeah.
He picks up the ball here. Now, that touch, Jack, okay, it's a simple pass to Gibbo, or for me, classic, if in doubt, kick it out, Rose edit.
Yeah, but I kind of like what he's trying to do. He's trying.
You like what he's trying to do, mate?
He's trying to play it out. Sometimes it doesn't pay off. It didn't pay off this weekend.
Mate, he's not got the ball.
You know what though? You've had a pop at Brandon, and rightly so. He's made a mistake. Gibbo has to do better here.
Where?
Look,
why?
But mate, he's got.
What more can he do? What more can he do?
He can stop the cross.
Are you joking me, mate? He's ran as fast as he can.
Take it back a couple of frames,
mate.
He's got 2 yards on him,
mate. Look.
Take it back. Right.
Yeah, but he's not expecting Brandon to cock up that much, is he?
The ball is released.
You think he should get there?
Yes.
You think he should slide in there?
Yes.
Stay on your feet. Basics of defending, Jack.
So he's...
No, here's the problem, right? Okay, first of all, Brandon gives it away. But look at this. And this happened, by the way, against Liverpool.
Okay.
Twice. The cutback. That was pony defending.
Good finish.
And the Norwich fans, the Norwich players will know that as well. So we're not overly criticising, I hope. Anyway, by the way, do you know what I will say? Brandon, after that mistake, was absolutely outstanding.
Yes, barring the second goal as well.
You think he was at fault for the second goal?
Not completely, but...
Was he at fault for the second goal?
Completely out of position.
Is it a penalty? PLM?
Well, at first glance, no. Second glance, probably. Would I have been angry if it had been given against us? Probably.
I'd be absolutely furious if it was given against us.
Yeah, I've seen them not given.
Anyway, it was given, and
it was a great penalty.
And Pookie gets his first goal of the season.
Yeah, it was a great penalty.
And how are you feeling about that? Teaming Pookie off the mark.
Excellent. I'm feeling really good about that.
How good?
Like, book me a trip to Finland good.
Yeah.
Great cello as well.
The Pookie party is up and running. Oh, by the way, can we say something? James Maddison. Now, there is a bit of a debate on social media about James Maddison, about fans clapping
No,
during
you
the
don't.
game.
You don't clap a former player off the pitch. Not having it. They're the enemy now.
Okay, that's interesting. So, but what has been said and what is very obvious is Madders is desperately trying to put Timu Pukki off his pen.
Well, he would
and
do.
he was shithousing in that game as well against his former club. I know. So, so actually, I must admit, my opinion is I would clap Matters off once the game is finished. If he claps us, if he doesn't clap us, I'm not clapping him.
No, I'm not clapping. I might give a little nod of recognition, but I'm
Do you
not.
think he's going to notice that?
Huh?
Your nod.
Well, if everyone
You're not walking past him in the street, collective nod.
No, I think clapping an opposition player is
zero interest.
I think that's a big sin. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Anyway, the second goal.
I tell you, the only player I'd clap who's an opposition player.
Who?
If we got Cambridge and Wes was against us.
Wow, strong from you.
When Holty was at Villa, no interest.
Okay, right. Leicester's second goal. They find the space. They break. Okay, is that Billy? That's Billy.
Yeah.
Billy tries tackling.
Too weak.
He doesn't tackle.
Now that's Williams' man.
There's enough
Old
space.
Brighton is Williams' man.
And there's enough space for Old Brighton to have his 3-course dinner there, isn't there?
Well, mate, that's a 7-course taster menu.
Yeah, 100%. I love a 7-course, by the way.
With an after eight
and
afterwards.
it was a great finish, but do you know my other thing here as well?
Bit unlucky with the deflection.
Yeah.
Bit unlucky with that.
But also, on another day, he tackles it. Anyway, we lost 2-1 to Leicester. It's disappointing. We're all pissed off about it.
As well, quickly, that wasn't on the highlights.
Go on.
Kenny McLean disallowed goal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's an absolute stinker.
Yeah.
Has to be allowed. I mean, yes, Todd Cantwell is an inch offside.
But I thought VAR. I thought the Premier League said that it was going to be a little bit looser.
Well, I
think it was getting farcical.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit looser. But
how loose is loose?
Well, clearly not very in this situation. What I do not understand, Schmeichel is never in a million years getting there.
Oh, it's nonsense.
And he wasn't even in his eye line.
It's a nonsense decision.
What was a nonsense as well, Sargent, USA should be scoring.
Eder as well
should be scoring. That made it.
I wouldn't say it was
painful.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it was a nonsense, but I would say they should take that chance.
Hit the target.
Yeah.
Work the keeper.
Agreed. 100%.
Couple of outgoings as well.
Yes.
Poor Onel's gone to bloody Neil Warnock. Good move for him.
By the way, those two.
That's going to be feisty.
That's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see that roll out. Two great characters.
Could you imagine going to the pub with Neil Warnock and Onel Hernandez?
I don't think you'd come out alive.
What is that?
I don't think you'd come out alive. But I love it. I love that from Neil. He's clearly wants an L. So I won't reveal the whole conversation because that's unfair, but I will reveal some of the conversation I had with an L. Is
there an Argos in Middlesbrough?
He kindly by the way, Middlesbrough's announcement was great.
Very
Go and check it out.
Yeah,
if
very
not.
good.
He FaceTimed me to tell me what had happened and why he'd gone to Middlesbrough, which I thought was top class. He didn't need to do that, but he called me out of the blue. I was watching telly with the wife, and he calls FaceTimes. I obviously run upstairs.
What were you watching?
We are at the moment. We're re-watching Money Heist because the new series of Money Heist is coming out, so we're getting up to speed again. Anyway, so Anel said that he wasn't getting game time, obviously, which is fair enough. But a lot of people think that Anel was a bit of a sick note, and I must admit I'd started to believe that. However, Anel told me on the phone that all of his tests and everything were coming back, and the guys in and around the club that were obviously doing these tests with the players were saying that it's the best shape, and Anel was planning and preparing for Premier League football again.
Right.
So and what I will finally say, without divulging into any more detail because it's unfair, is he's absolutely gutted that he's leaving Norwich, even if it's on loan.
Norwich.
Do you know a lot of people say, oh, he loves the club? Onel Hernandez loves Norwich City. Yeah. He loves the fans. He loves the area. And he is going to be forever a Norwich player. And I know a lot of people will be listening to this going, yeah, but Chris, it doesn't matter about being a nice guy. Do you know what? It does. We've got a no dick policy at Norwich now. And it's true, and it's good.
An NDP.
An NDP. PLM, NDP. Anyway, my point is, I'm sad to see NL go.
Yeah.
He's going
to be back.
I've got an unpopular opinion. It's the same as Tom Tribal, and that's fine, and I'm happy to get abuse for that.
Bloody Tommy's gone as
but
well,
it's the same for NL Hernandez. We haven't even put that on the agenda.
No.
Anyway, I am just I'm disappointed for NL. I think NL should have had more game time than he had been given last time we were in the Premier League.
Okay.
He scored against United. He was putting teams on the back foot. For me, he didn't get enough of a chance, but that's my own opinion. Let me know in the comments below.
And, well, he said on the podcast, didn't he, Norwich City changed his life, and I think he genuinely meant that.
He said it to me again.
Yeah. I think, Onel, great person, genuinely good person, good person to have around the dressing room. If I'm being 100% honest, not good enough for the Premier League. And I think we've got better players in the house. With that being said,
knows that,
he's a very good signing for Middlesbrough.
But also he knows that when you sign players for 8, 9, 10 million, of course you're going to go down the pecking order. And he said that. Yeah. He's fully aware of that.
Oh yeah, he's self-aware enough. Another man who's gone out on loan, Jordan Hugill.
Yeah.
Jordan Hugolls.
I didn't expect that.
Good move for him.
Great move.
For both parties.
Yeah. Snoddy is putting it on a plate for him.
Yeah.
I fancy a bit of that myself.
Yeah, look, I think Jordan... The thing I loved about Jordan Hugill is didn't...
He's not dead. You love.
Yeah, I love about Jordan Hugill.
Yeah.
Love. Yeah.
Sorry to be
He's not dead. Breaking news, he's not dead. You've said... Right.
Jordan Hugill, what do you love about him?
When we needed him...
Yes.
God, he delivered.
I know.
Which was great.
That's why I'm a little bit surprised that he's gone out on loan.
Right.
Because look... I watched the Leicester shithousing against us last week, and I listened to Grant Holt on our watch along when we got battered about the park by Watford last time in the Premier League, and he was saying, we're not streetwise.
No,
we need to get better at our game management. We need to become more of a bully on the pitch, and Holt's right, and I kind of feel like we had that from Jordan.
Yes.
But maybe Farke's gone, actually, you know what? Are we even ever going to be in a position to do that?
Yeah.
Are we always going to be one goal in it all the time? So therefore, maybe it's a good move. But it's a good move for Jordan.
Yeah.
Regular football.
Well, I think both Jordan and Nonel, good moves, good championship moves. Tommy's gone, which is Tom Tribal, I read some stats from NCFC numbers the other day. That period in 2018-19 when I think we went 10 games unbeaten from like New Year through to about March, his numbers were through the roof. He was like the best midfielder in the championship, by far the best midfielder at the football club. That 2 months was worth whatever we paid for him alone. He was a genuine exceptional footballer. Just didn't, just faded away, played his bit at the football club, has got his piece in history. I love Tom Tribal. I thought he was excellent.
Do you think there's
still, I think one of the best individual performances I've ever seen.
Leeds
away. It was genuinely exceptional.
Well, and again, speaking of nice guys, lovely family, the Tribals, and of course Anna Tribal came on the podcast and was just outstanding. So yeah, it's a shame to see them go. I do think though, there's this whole thing of, and fans are very quick to go, he's not good enough and he's a make weight and he's deadwood, get them out of the club, blah blah blah. And I find that quite frustrating because I actually think with Tom and Anel, I actually just think they got a bit unlucky.
Yeah, and that
like
happens.
A couple of injuries, you fall out of favour, and
Yeah,
Daniel Farke is not going to make changes unless he has to,
Yeah.
right? So,
and I think the quote, what was it? The quote is you either die a hero or live long enough to be a villain. And I think that's kind of true in the sense with these players. They've gone out on a high. If we would have kept them and they would have made some appearances in the Premier League, people start to turn. I like it. I think it's good.
Fine.
Everyone wins. Twitter questions?
Yeah, I love this. Go on. Let's do it.
And also statements, because we respect statements on here.
I've not seen any of these yet. I've been too busy to look at it today, so I'm looking forward to you telling me what these are.
Okay, let's start with a Lakens question from FPL Blackadder. Legacy, Encore, or Affinity? Well, we're drinking Affinity.
20% off in the description.
It's big, bold and beautiful.
Yes.
If you want to be head-butted by Ozan Kabak, this is the beer. If you want a little evening loosener, Encore.
Just drink Laken's.
Drink Lake. It's genuine.
Do you know what I'd recommend?
It's genuinely good beer.
Get a mixed case.
Now you're talking.
You can't go wrong.
You can't. You literally can't.
100%. Plug away.
James
who?
Scoons.
Love that.
Yeah. Which two
Name of the week
current
so far.
players would you take on a stag do? And this is a good question because we've recently had your stag do. What was it? 6 weeks ago? 7 weeks ago?
100% Pierre Lismalu for the We Will Rock You initiation song.
Okay.
He's got some moves in him. He's got some dancing. He's up for a good laugh, good time.
Okay.
French accent. You know, if you're single, he's going to bring the girls in as well. So yeah, PLM for me.
Yeah.
Go on. I'll let you go in here. Who's your man? I'm going PLM.
You're going PLM.
I reckon you might invite Lucas Roop.
Look, yeah, sure, he'd be great on a night out. I'm going Matthias Norman.
Just in case you get into a fight.
That, I think...
I'd back him on Prince of Wales. I think
for the single men amongst the group, brilliant wingman. Girls be flocking to him. If a loose football flies to you, he's winning it.
On a stag do?
Might do. We had a football on your stag do.
We did, to be fair. Ended up in the river.
Much like you. Not on the stag do.
Yes.
It was the precursor.
Yeah, don't try swimming in rivers at home.
No. No.
Okay, so you're going...
Matthias Norman and PLM are coming with us on a stag do.
Yeah.
Tony Lloyd.
That's a solid
And you know
name.
what? If profile pictures were album covers...
That's the kind of name where you think you work for an accountant. Solid job, been there for 35 years, never leaving.
You know what? Solid bio as well. And I expect this from Tony Lloyd.
Go on.
Family guy,
Yeah.
Norwich City fan.
Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight to the point.
That is so Tony.
Great profile picture.
Yeah, that's Tony all over. Love that from you.
Love Tony.
Go on then.
Have any Norwich City players made it into your fancy Premier League team?
Yes.
How are you getting on in fancy football?
Terrible.
I had a really strong first week and it's been all downhill since then.
am woeful. Do you know what I said to myself, Jack? I said, don't tinker with it this year. just sit tight.
Yeah.
And what I do, I took Emmy out, and then he goes and bloody scores. And do you know what I've done?
You're going to hate
and
my
do you know what
most
I've done?
recent acquisition. Guess who I captained last weekend, and it did work in the end, but you're going to despise it.
Am I about to finish this podcast?
Yes.
Who?
Patrick Bamford.
Oh my.
Bagged against Burnley though. Yeah, Patrick, I felt so dirty doing it. But it felt so right.
Oh God, no. I've literally I
36 points in the last game week. You are having a shot.
I already had zero respect for you, but I've now got minus 50. Okay. I've played my wild card.
What?
Yeah, I've already done it. Because you have to. Because I needed Ronaldo in there.
Oh, you've gone Ronaldo.
CR7, mate. He's gonna.
I don't think he's gonna score as many.
You're so. I knew you were gonna say that.
Why are you such a Ronaldo fanboy?
Look at him.
I think it's disgusting that you
stinks of passion.
It's not a Norwich player. I've got such little interest in anyone but Norwich
you
players.
literally captained Patrick Bamford. End of conversation. Next.
You haven't answered the question.
What was the question?
Have you got any Norwich players?
Oh, yes. Sorry. We just argue all the time.
I've got one.
Okay.
Christos Jolis.
Jolis?
Apparently that's the way you pronounce it.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I think Zolis worked, but apparently it's J.
Zolis.
Apparently it's Zolis with a hard J. Jolis.
Jolis. Like a jolly.
Yeah.
A jolly Jolis.
Jolly's on a Jolis.
Okay, Jolis.
Jolis is on a Jolly.
Max Aarons.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, budget. Plays every week.
That's not a compliment.
And it is.
Budget.
He's budget and he plays every week. He is budget.
That's
He can't do,
literally-
It's true. It's true.
That's not a compliment.
Anyway, and Zolis, because he's coming off the bench to score against Arsenal.
Yeah, I like that. I like
that?
I like that.
Don't you mean...
No, because that's your thing. Let's move on.
I think this might be our worst podcast of all time, by the way. If you've watched to this point,
I hate that.
Congratulations.
I like this. I tell you what's not the worst.
Go on.
Stan comes in with a statement. I like statements
Stan,
because
man.
It disrespects me and you because it's saying, I don't want your answer.
Yeah.
I know what the answer is and I'm just going to tell you.
Yeah, good. By the way, I agree with that.
Good looking bloke.
Yeah, Stan the man. Always the same.
Do you know what Stan says?
Go on.
This is the best transfer window yet.
Is that it?
That's it.
Yeah, fine. Agreed. Next.
It's hard to disagree.
Yep.
Do you want to know what the most liked reply, liked question of the week is?
No, I literally don't know. Genuinely.
It comes in from Marshall.
Yeah.
Twitter bio, simply #NCFC.
Oh, Marshall came up with the Turkish tank nickname, by the way.
Nice.
Big up Marshall.
This is a big question for you. Marshall asks, if Norwich City get top 10 this season, will Chris Revo get an "I love that from you" tattoo?
Oh, God.
It's a great question, Marshall.
I feel like...
you are the David Dimbleby of Twitter.
This was coming, wasn't it?
You're married now, so...
The pre-married man said, I want to say the Y word, but the married man says, you're an idiot, don't do it. And I've learned from the Tom Huckabee Team in Pookie saga, I'm not going to sign up to that shit. I'm sorry.
See, I thought your mind would have gone the other way. Pre-married Chris goes, I'm not doing that because it might put Becky off me.
But actually...
Post-marriage
good
goes...
point. She can't do anything about it anymore.
And if she does, it's a lot of hassle.
I'll think about it, Marshall. Leave it with me.
There you go, Marshall.
What will the tattoo be? IL...
I love that from you across your chest.
Like this?
Like that.
Okay, cool.
You know Jack Mates, where he's got that botched Ben Howard lyric?
Yeah, I'll do that.
I love that from you.
Go on.
Callum.
Yeah.
Good question from Callum. How many goals do we score against Arsenal?
Is that Big Cow, by the way?
Yeah, Big Cow.
Big Cow. How many goals are we scoring against Arsenal?
Great bio as well by Callum.
Go on.
Roses are red, violets are blue.
My name's Chris Reeve. I love that from you.
No. Roses are red, violets are blue. Norwich have more rotating big screens than you.
That's class.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's talk about Arsenal. I think it's that time of the week. I almost don't want to talk about it to tempt fate because we're quite far away. Because, of course, we've now got the... By the way, no interest in this international break.
Absolutely nice.
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't really have an interest in international breaks at the best of times.
I don't really have an interest in international football.
That's shocking from you.
Not friendlies or qualifiers. Do you watch them?
That's English arrogance, that is.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you watch...
No, I don't.
No.
Not a single second.
No. How many are we scoring against Arsenal?
I think Arsenal are in a bad way.
They're in a really bad way.
A really bad way. And look, I've said it already. Ozan Kabak, 88th minute winner.
Just the one or more than one?
Do you want more than one? Do you think there'll be more than one?
I'd be disappointed if there's not more than one. I'm looking at that Arsenal defence and thinking, I want 3.
Really?
Yeah, I think 3. I think Norwich will go there and...
Batter them. Bully them.
Not batter them, caress them into defeat in a cultured way.
Caress them?
Yeah.
God.
But
I tell you what, Matthias Norman, he ain't caressing any midfielder. He's absolutely smashing their back door in. Seriously, he is going to destroy them. Clip it up. Clip it up. Seriously, I'm so confident for this Arsenal game. I keep telling myself, don't tweet it, don't tweet it, don't tweet it. I'm on the edge of tweet. I'm on the edge of tweeting.
You're on the edge of glory.
That we are going to batter Arsenal.
Okay.
And I can't wait to see it.
Good.
Because the amount of times they've cheated against us. And also, when Aubameyang celebrated like he won the FA Cup against us after he had to retake a penalty that Tim Krul fairly saved.
Yes. God, that happened a lot that season. That happened against United.
I keep things... I hold a grudge. That was not good for me.
I loved it when Ryan Bennett pushed Alexis Sanchez into the pit.
That was class.
That was great.
Yeah. Steve Morrison, of course, scored an equaliser at the Emirates, 3-3, glorious occasion. Shushed the crowd.
Holty in front of the Barclay.
Wins it. The slowest race of all time versus Per Mertesacker. Share your Norwich Arsenal memories below in the comments.
Harry Hatto.
Hang on a minute.
Harry Hatto.
Oh, that's Twitter name of the week. Harry Hatto.
Harry Hatto.
And he's wearing a hat.
Literally.
Amazing.
Hi lads, hope you're doing well. Any plans for this week?
That's really kind.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you, Harry Hatto.
Harry Hatto. My plans for the week. Bit of work, playing golf. Got another little tournament on Sunday.
You're always playing golf.
I am, yeah, I love it. What else? That's about it.
I'm just drying from falling in a river.
Trying to be able to see again.
I've just got so much work to do. But anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, Harry, brilliant.
Thank you. I appreciate the kindness.
Scott, with a bit of a Martin Lewis type question here.
Right.
We like Scott.
Okay.
He's a history teacher.
Top boy.
Do you agree with the £4.50 for a can of Carling at Cow Road? Apparently they charge £4. And I did notice
Do you know what
this,
I would
actually.
say?
You bought one.
Do you know what I would say? The beer. It needs to change.
It's really bad.
And people will think that we're biased to Lakens. No. The beer is woeful. The beer is absolutely woeful.
Yeah.
They've got to change that. I'm all up for biodegradable cups. I'm all in on the environment. I'm well up for a bit of that. But I've got zero interest in a flat, pissy cup of flat bud.
Yeah.
Or a can of Carling, for that matter.
Well,
it's shot it. It's shot it.
It is poor.
Do you know what makes me laugh, though? The stand is sponsored by Woodfords. Surely they should have Woodfords.
I don't know.
I'm sorry for swearing in front of you, Lakens.
The problem with the beer at Cow Road is a lot. Sometimes you want to go, you have a couple of pints and you want to feel a bit tipsy.
Do you?
The issue
Speak for
is
yourself.
it's so weak and so fizzy, you can't drink more than 2 pints without wanting to throw up.
Speak for
and it
yourself.
doesn't touch the sides.
Speak for yourself. Let's move on.
$4.50 for a can of Carling is verging on illegal.
Drink responsibly.
Always. Or don't drink.
Yeah, agreed.
Drink water.
Drink Lakens.
Important to stay hydrated. Let's see where we're going next. I love reading through.
Dear.
I love reading through.
Go on, Jack. We're hosting a podcast right now. Can you talk?
Yes, I'm reading.
Okay.
There's a lot of the same. Basically, a lot of people get excited about Ozan Kabak.
Do you know what? If I was Arsenal, I would consider forfeiting the match. I would genuinely consider
3-0 for a forfeit. Isn't
I
it?
would genuinely consider forfeiting the match because that's going to be embarrassing.
They haven't scored a goal, and they've conceded a shed load. Peter Schofield with the big questions. 2-pronged attack here.
Son of Peter, by the way. Peter Schofield.
That's his name. Do you mean Philip?
Oh, Philip, sorry. Sorry, Philip. Right, okay, anyway. Sorry, Karen.
Dimitri Yanulis or Brandon Williams?
What a question.
Christos Jolis or Todd Cantwell?
Okay, well, I'll break it down for you. The Giannoulis Brandon Williams thing is going to be hotly debated, Jack.
Yes.
I think that's going to get hotter. And actually, if I'm honest, I'm not sure Daniel Farker will know for a while either.
Right.
I think.
What's your gut saying?
I don't know, because I thought Brandon would be. Brandon made a big mistake against Leicester.
Okay.
And so for me, I'm probably going with Dimitri for Arsenal.
You drop a player after one mistake.
I think Dimitri was unlucky to be dropped in the first place, if I'm honest. He had one bad game against Man City.
Okay, so Dimitri...
But to be honest with you, Man City, so it's a bit harsh.
Okay.
Are you Brandon? Are you a Brandon boy?
I think that's a really difficult call.
It's such a difficult call.
I don't know.
Do you know what, though? I'm so happy with either. I'm really if when the lineup comes out and there's a little thing in it that annoys you. Like, for example, if Lucas Roop starts over Kenny McLean, it literally bores my piss. But if it's Brandon or it's Dimmy, I'm cushy.
Yeah,
I'm really happy.
And that's the good thing. If it's Ozan Kabak or Ben Gibson, you're happy either way.
Yeah,
and that's a good place to be.
I think I'm leaning. You can't drop the rock. You can't drop the rock.
Just brought in a Champions League defender.
Yeah, you can't drop the rock.
So you're dropping Hanley then?
Possibly.
Okay.
I love Hanley though.
Jolis or Cantwell?
I feel bad saying that.
That's okay.
I don't think you should. Can you play Cantwell and Jolis?
Well, you can, but then you probably have to drop a midfielder.
Do that then. Play Matthias Norman.
Yeah.
Absolutely destroy them.
Right.
And then have Jolis out one side, Toddy C as a number 10, Pookie or Sargent up top, and the right-hand side you have Rashica. Yes, please.
Okay.
I'll have that on toast in the morning.
So, in that case, you're either dropping Kenny McLean, Billy Gilmore, or PLM. Mm-hmm. Who are you dropping? You need to drop two of them.
Oh, God. This is the best squad
You'd be
we've ever had.
the worst manager of all time.
This is the best squad we've ever had.
What?
Yeah.
Mate, we haven't won a football
In
match.
terms of talent. I think the Lakens is kicking in.
Holty would be fuming with that comment.
No, in terms of talent. Like, I know we've not done anything yet, but what a luxury to have those
Chris,
players
we haven't
on
won
the
a
bench.
football match in the Premier League.
Jack, I'm getting excited. I just think it's a lovely situation to be in.
I think the likes of David Fox and Andrew Sermon would be incredibly offended the fact you're putting a team who've yet to win a Premier League football match above a team that finished, 13th?
No, I know. I'm just saying, on paper...
You still haven't answered the question.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't... I don't...
Really sorry, Peter.
I can't see a world where I would drop Todd Cantwell.
Okay. But you would drop
against
Christos
anyone, by
Jolis.
the way.
That seems really harsh on Christos.
I don't know. I don't know. What would you do? It's hard.
You know what? And this isn't going to be a question for the next 3 weeks because unfortunately Jolis is injured. I would actually start Jolis over Cantwell. I think we lack the Christos Jolis against Leicester. Now, not every game would suit for that, but if we had our time again and he was injured, so it wasn't going to happen anyway, I would have played Jolis if he was fit against Leicester.
Okay, interesting from you.
No, I would have done.
Okay, fine. Next, hit me.
I think that's about it.
Okay.
It's just a lot of hype surrounding Kabak.
And it's fair enough, isn't it?
Okay, no, one last question from Tom. Now that business is done, do you think we've got a stronger team after selling Emmy and reinvesting the money? And have we done a better job of recruiting than Watford and Brentford? I don't know.
Definitely Brentford. I think Watford are a bogey team, aren't they? Like Watford are always going to be strong, aren't they? They're wiping their arse with £10 notes, aren't they? So they're always strong. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think we could have played the transfer window too much better. The only way we
so impressed with Stuart Webber. I'm so impressed with the recruitment team. They've done everything they can.
Farke's got no excuses. No.
Really?
He's got the team he needs.
There's no war without a gun this time.
Mate, he's got bloody everything.
And
he's got an army.
And he's literally got the tank, the Turkish tank.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he's got what he needs.
I saw a table since Farke and Webber have been here. Mm-hmm. This is the 4th season. They have made £45 million. We've got a net profit of £45 million.
Okay.
And we've currently got Champions League players for fun in that team. Literally. Kabak, Gilmore, Aarons will be winning one soon.
With Norwich.
With us.
It's beautiful. As I said at the
but
start
I would
of the podcast,
love to win a game of football. That would be excellent as well.
And it's going to happen against Arsenal.
Yeah?
Yeah, 100%. It's happening.
Okay.
All good?
Yeah, really good. I'm feeling positive.
Yeah.
You know the slightly sadistic thing in me. I really enjoyed that Leicester game.
Why?
Because I've missed. Nerves are a privilege. If you've got nerves, that's a privilege.
Okay.
I think pain is a privilege as well against Leicester, and I quite liked having that feeling again.
Do you like a bit of pain?
I do at Carrow Road. Not only were my eardrums ringing, I enjoyed walking away from Carrow Road feeling hard done by.
Feeling annoyed.
Because it feels so much better losing when you're there than when you're not there.
I'm not sure where you're going with that.
I think being back and losing football matches makes the winning feel even better.
Okay, I'll buy that. I'll buy that.
I got home that night. I had a Lakens. I sat on the sofa, watched Quest, then I watched Match of the Day, and I thought, we're back.
Speaking of back, he's Ozan Kabak. Ozan Kabak turns defence to attack when he plays centre back at Carrow Road. Ozan Kabak, Ozan Kabak.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
At Carrow Road.
See you later.